Today we're diving into using ChatGPT for personalized travel planning. Now, whether you're a seasoned traveler or planning your first big trip, we will make this process easier, more efficient, and fun. And today we're focusing on crafting effective prompts so ChatGPT understands your travel desires and delivers useful results in CSV format. We'll transform these AI-generated itineraries into interactive Google MyMaps. We'll cover what to include in your prompts, what to avoid, and how to get organized, actionable trip results. By the end, you'll have everything mapped out and ready for adventure. Quick note, while we usually recommend telling AI what role to play, in this case, ChatGPT is actually smart enough to understand that it should act as your digital travel concierge based on your travel-focused prompts. Now let me show you exactly how to steal and adopt a prompt that sets ChatGPT up for travel planning success. Here's a gold star example of what a strong prompt looks like and why it works. First, it provides clear context. For example, we're traveling to Sevilla, Spain for 5 days with our family. Our kids are aged 10 and 7. That helps the AI know who you are, what your situation is, and what matters to you. Now, without that, you might get suggestions that don't match your needs. Second, it includes a specific ask. You might say, please suggest 2 restaurants per day, breakfast under 10 euros, dinner under 25 euros, and prioritize places with great reviews and local charm. That gives ChatGPT the details it needs to filter options that actually work for your situation. Third, it asks for results in a structured organizing format. For instance, send me a CSV file with columns for day, activity name, with a funny emoji, link, a suggested dish, and a fun fact. Now that structure means that you can actually plug the results right into Google MyMaps later with no extra work. This prompt works like a reusable template. You can easily adjust it to fit any destination or travel situation. So let's demonstrate by changing the destination from Spain to Tucson, Arizona, while keeping the same structure. The takeaway is that once you understand this framework, you can reuse it and adjust it for any travel plan. So here's the updated prompt for sunny Tucson, Arizona for 3 days of family fun. Now you'll notice that the prompt keeps things clear and specific. We ask for 2 meals per day, breakfast and dinner, while being mindful of budget. Breakfast under $10, dinner under $25. We include helpful criteria that make ChatGPT's results shine. Great reviews, local opinions, how long the restaurant's been in business. This actually gives the AI the same instincts you would use if you were planning this manually, only a lot faster and with fewer browser tabs open. And it doesn't stop at food. We ask for 1 kid-friendly tour or activity per day, emphasizing outdoor fun and high user ratings. The prompt even suggests using trusted tour sources like Get Your Guide or Viator. This prompt becomes a checklist. Add emojis to each day for fun. Use matching emojis for activities. Include links to everything. Suggest dishes or highlights. And add a bonus fact for each spot. Now, this is a lot more than asking for restaurants and tours. This crafts a travel experience that you might drop straight into your Google MyMaps. Once you have this scaffold, future trip planning becomes a breeze. So now it's asking if I want to execute the revised prompt. I will add one caveat. In case the destination's address is missing, it should include the longitude-latitude for Google Maps compatibility. And voila! ChatGPT generates 3 separate CSV files, 1 for each day in Tucson. That structure makes uploading into Google MyMaps effortless. And look at what's inside. Each CSV includes the restaurant or activity name, the address with the appropriate latitude-longitude coordinates, plus a link, a recommendation on what to order or do, and a bonus fun fact. If you've ever tried planning a trip with scattered bookmarks, sticky notes, and Yelp reviews scribbled on receipts, this is your antidote. Everything in one tidy place. Now here's day 1. So we start with breakfast at Bubo's Restaurant, an old-school Tucson. Then we visit Mission Garden, which comes with coordinates and a clickable link, followed by dinner at El Guerrero Caneo, a legendary Sonoran hot dog spot. Each entry tells you what to order or what to do, and it includes a bonus fact that kind of transforms your itinerary from here's where to go into here's what to remember. Day 2 continues the good vibes. Breakfast at St. Mary's Mexican Foods. That's handmade tortillas, right? A mural bike tour through downtown Tucson, followed by dinner at Crossroads Restaurant. Again, we have precise addresses, clickable links, and GPS coordinates built in. The structure shines here. Every CSV line is more than just a name and a spot. It's a complete travel action, right down to what to do or what to order. Day 3, finale. Breakfast at Bahia Cafe, the Sabino Canyon immersive adventure game, which kind of sounds like Indiana Jones meets family fun. And finishing off with dinner at the Feast. You can practically taste the upscale vibe from the name alone. All with coordinates, links, activity prompts, and delightful emojis for easy scanning. Now you have a full itinerary that's mapped, explained, and organized. So now we just need to prepare the CSV files to transfer our wonderful dream trip into Google Maps. Now you can use any spreadsheet program to do this, but I'm going to demonstrate it using Google Sheets. So let's head for the Google Sheets homepage. We open a blank spreadsheet and give it a mystical name like my Tucson trip. No one will ever guess what that file is about. We need to jump back into ChatGPT to get the plan for day 1. Just copy the content, jump back to the spreadsheet, and paste it. So once you've pasted the plan into the spreadsheet, click the Split Text to Columns to neatly organize the data. Your columns will line up: day, name, type, etc. Voila! Your trip plan for the first day is structured, the links are clickable, and bonus facts are visible. This is perfect for printing, sharing, or uploading. Now go to File Download CSV to download your file. And make sure to give that a secret name too, like Day 1. And remember where you put it. Simply repeat the process for Day 2 and Day 3. Next, we load these CSV files into Google MyMaps. You'll see why it's important to make it 3 separate files. You've just gone from a raw AI suggestion to a beautifully structured travel plans. Here's where it gets even better. We're taking those itineraries and turning them into something that would have seemed like science fiction when we were younger. An interactive map that lives in your pocket, works anywhere in the world, and never gets lost in your luggage. Think of this next step as creating your own personal travel headquarters. Head to google.com/maps/D. The /D actually stands for Your Custom Maps. You're about to become the CEO of your own travel experience. Click on Create a New Map in the top left. This is your moment. This is like opening the door to your own private travel planning office. Google will mention that your map saves to Google Drive, which means it's safer than any paper itinerary you've ever created. No coffee spills, no rain damage, and no leaving it in the taxi. Think of it as a digital safety deposit box for your adventures. Now you're looking at a blank canvas that's about to become your travel masterpiece. See those options on the left? This is where the magic happens. Let's give your map a name that sparks joy every time you see it. I'm calling mine Tucson Adventure, because at our age, every trip should feel like an adventure worth taking. Add a description if you'd like, maybe something that captures your attention, like 3 days of discovering why Tucson locals never want to leave. Then click Save. Next comes the organizational brilliance, layers. You can think of layers like the tabs in a well-organized travel binder, but better because they'll never fall out or get mixed up. And you want to create one layer for each day. This keeps everything neat and prevents that overwhelming feeling of trying to see everything at once. Click on Import. Now this is where your ChatGPT planning pays off in spades. Navigate to where you saved those beautifully organized CSV files. Choose Day 1 and open it. Google Maps will ask which column contains your addresses. Select the address/lat.lng, Then choose what to label each location. The name column works perfectly. You want to see Bobo's Restaurant, not some mysterious pin that keeps you guessing. And just like that, your first day materializes on screen, perfectly labeled, perfectly positioned, and ready to guide you through an unforgettable experience. Now that day one is beautifully mapped out, let's bring in the full adventure. This is where you'll really appreciate having those separate CSV files organized, logical, and impossible to lose track of. Click Add Layer again, then Import. Select your Day 2 file. Now notice how that clear naming convention saves you from any confusion. One more time, Add Layer, Import, and choose Day 3. So each layer represents a day that you will remember forever. This is how you transform scattered planning into a cohesive, visual story of your trip. Now let's make this map as beautiful as the experience it represents. Choose your base map style, the backdrop for your adventure. You might prefer the clean simplicity of the default view or the rich detail of satellite imagery. Choose what speaks to you and makes the map easy to read. I'm selecting the balanced color option because it highlights parks, roads, and landmarks beautifully. Perfect for a city like Tucson where you'll be exploring everything from desert gardens to historic districts. Click on any marker. Let's try Bobo's Restaurant. Look at that. Every detail from your CSV file is right here. Address, what to order. Even that fun bonus, the Yelp link, made it through perfectly. This isn't just a map. It's your personal travel encyclopedia. And this is the reason we use ChatGPT to create the CSV files. With these rich details at your fingertips, you'll never be that tourist standing on the sidewalk looking lost. Ready to see your trip as a flowing adventure rather than disconnected stops? Click the Add Directions icon. It looks like a small road sign, and it's about to transform your map from a collection of places into a genuine travel experience. Now, Google automatically creates a new layer for directions. Name it also something secretive like Day 1 Route. Organization is power, especially when you're juggling the excitement of multiple activities and new places. So let's build a route from Bobo's Restaurant to El Guero Caneo. Good start, but you're not limiting yourself to just 2 stops per day, right? Click the Add Destination and choose your next stop, Mission Garden perhaps. And watch as Google draws your complete route, turn by turn. Now here's the beautiful part. You can drag stops up and down to change the order. We really actually didn't want to drive directly from breakfast to dinner, right? That visit to Mission Garden should be between breakfast and dinner. So select it and move it up. This flexibility means you're never locked into someone else's idea of how your day should unfold. It also lets you correct mistakes like we just made. You probably want to do the same for Day 2 and Day 3. Now you have a sophisticated, personalized travel plan. Everything's color-coded, crystal clear, and just a tap away during your adventure. At this time, your map's ready, and now it's time to share the accomplishment with a travel companion or adult children who worry about where you are, or just to ensure that you have access everywhere you go. You click the Share button at the top and copy the link. Now, you can invite someone by email if you change the settings to anyone with this link can view. That means your travel buddy can't claim they forgot the itinerary, and your family back home can follow along with your adventures if they'd like. From a few simple CSV files created with ChatGPT, you've built an intelligent, visual, completely shareable travel companion. You're not just taking a trip. You're taking charge of your travel experience in a way that would have amazed travelers just a generation ago. This is technology working for you, making travel more enjoyable and less stressful. So, if you've learned something from this video and would like to share your newfound skill with the world, please like and subscribe. That way, the rest of the planet can enjoy the same thrilling experience you just had. Thank you.